Let's talk about what is a program and what components you can use in a program. A program is a list of instructions or statements. I will use the words instruction and statement, meaning the same. And these instructions are executed in the same order as you have written them. The computer will execute every instruction unless there is some condition that tells him not to do it. So you can see here that if I execute the program, it will print the 3 messages that I tell him to print. One of the first concepts that you will learn about programming are variables. Let's say that I want to print the name of a person here. I want to say, "Hi, Peter," for example, or "Hi, Mary." But what can I do so my program doesn't need to be modified every time I want to change this name? For that, I need a variable. Let's say that I want to use the variable name. I call it name because it will hold the name of a person. I give it the initial value of Mary. So I can remove Mary from here and I can use the variable name here. I'm using the operator plus, which is used to join a text and the contents of a variable. The variable contains Mary, so when I run the program, I can see "Hi Mary," not "Hi name." If I change the value of the variable to Peter and I run the program, now the program displays "Hi Peter." This program now contains 2 kinds of instructions. This instruction is a function call. Here we are calling the function print to print a message on a screen. And this instruction is a variable assignment. It's assigning a variable using this equals operator and putting this value inside of it. You can read it as put this value, this text, into this variable name. After the assignment, the program will remember the value of the variable. So if you use it in the next instructions, it will use the value Peter. You can also change the value of a variable later. For example, I can now assign a different value, like Mary, and then print the value of the variable name again. So you can see these 2 instructions, these 2 print instructions are the same, but they will print a different thing. Because in the beginning, I put the value Peter into the variable, so this print will print "Hi Peter," and then I change the value of the variable to Mary. So this second print instruction will print "Hi Mary," as you can see when I execute the program. Let's see how to write this program in other languages, for example JavaScript. You will notice that in most languages you need to declare a variable before using it. In JavaScript you use the keyword let. You say let name, meaning I want to use the variable name. From now on, you can use the assignment statement, which is very similar to Python. And then when you want to use the variable in the console log statement, it's very similar to Python too. I can copy these 2 lines and change the variable name value to Peter like I did in JavaScript. So now we have a JavaScript program that is very similar to the Python one. Notice the 2 first statements. The first one is called variable declaration, and it's used to introduce a new variable. These 2 statements are usually written together, so you can use the let keyword just before the first assignment. Let's now write the same program, but in Kotlin. In Kotlin, as in JavaScript, well, as in most languages, you need to declare the variable before using it for the first time. But in Kotlin, you use the keyword var instead of let. The rest is very similar. And for the print statement, it's also very similar. We are using the plus operator. I will copy these lines. My text editor is indicating me an error because I actually need to remove the var keyword. I cannot declare the variable again. I just need to assign a new value. I will execute the program, and for Kotlin it takes a little while sometimes because it has to compile the program, but the output is basically the same. I will explain about compiling programs later. Let's now write the program in Java. In Java, we also need to declare the variable, but we have to specify something else. If we want to use a variable, we need to specify which type of variable we need. In this case, we want a text variable, also called string variable. String and text is more or less the same. We will talk about other variable types later. For the print statement, we will use the same syntax we have seen before with the plus operator. And now we copy these two lines also, and here you can also see that I get an error because I need to remove the string word since I cannot declare the variable again. I change the value that I want to assign and I run the program and I can see the expected output. In many languages, you can simplify the way you use variables inside strings, inside text. This is called string interpolation. I will show you how to do it with the languages we have here whenever possible. In Python, for example, I can remove the variable here and use it inside the text with these curly braces. But if I run the program now, it doesn't print what I expect. I want it to print Peter. For that, I need to put an F before the string. Now I get the expected result. In JavaScript, you will see something very similar. I remove the variable here and I use the curly braces, but also the $sign before. As in Python, if I run it as is, it doesn't print what I expect. I need to change the quotes. I need to use this backtick instead of the quotes. And now, if I run the program again, I see the expected result, "Hi, Mary." In Kotlin, you will see exactly this same syntax. I will remove the variable, and I will use $ and curly braces with the name of the variable, which is name. And in this case, I don't need to do anything else. I already will get the expected result, "Hi, Mary." In the Java version that I'm using now, string interpolation is not available.